Hey everybody, how's it going? This is your daily insight on life and love for March 4th, 2020, but it's also timeless, so wherever you're pulled to an end time, what is up? I just connected all of my social platforms. Oh my God, it's gonna be so freaking badass and crazy. Find me on Discord now and also find me on Patreon. Yeah, that's right, I'm there. How crazy is that? So this is also a timeless reading. Wherever you're pulled to it in time, let me know what brings you here. Let me know how it resonates. Let me know if it resonates or if you need clarification or if you want to book your own personal reading. Those are always so in-depth and intense and detailed and crazy and awesome, and time just flies with them. So if you have any questions on those, check either side or down below or whichever social platform you happen to be on. Definitely say hello. Let me know where you are in the world. I am in Dutchess County, New York. Pretty friggin' badass. I was pulled to kick this reading off with notes from the universe on love and connection. This is Mike Dooley. And so I shuffled the cards. I got 4, and then one really stood out to me. So I grabbed that one too. It was right on top. What do we have? We have love is never in vain. Freaking right, it's not. Love with all your damn heart. You will be surprised. Your treasure is at hand. Keep it simple. Yeah. I don't know. Time to make a demonstration. Put your friggin' self out there. So you'll finally see what this whole space-time thing is about. You're going to laugh, you're going to cry, you're going to be so happy you loved as much as you did. Dotingly, the universe. Ask with love and their answer may surprise you, yet whatever their answer, be happy, and this may surprise them. Hi, it's love and I, the universe. Sure, you can always find prettier, handsomer, skinnier, wiser, richer, better. I didn't say better. Oh, my Freudian slip is showing. Younger, zippier, but more often than not, one learns the most, laughs the loudest, and smiles the widest with those they already found, especially when they stop looking elsewhere. Actually, zippier is on quite a few lists. God, you guys, I cannot speak recently. Old souls use words very sparingly, except, of course, for I love, thank you. Wow, now, and cool. Oh, I love you now, the universe. P.S., which sounds a lot better than, wow, now I love you. Sequence is important. Also, inflection is important. How is something being delivered to you? What does this gift look like? Don't jump a gift shark in the face. I think that's how that saying goes. I don't know. The older the soul, the softer the glance, the quicker the smile, and the sooner to say I love you. They also skip and wink, and more than normal, they hold hands with those they walk beside. Utterly fearless, you badass boss, the universe. Didn't say the last part. I kind of improv'd on that one. So anyway, this is what we're kicking the reading off with. It's kind of going with the reading yesterday. You know how surrender what you thought this should have been, what this relationship that you were embarking on. Surrender to it, let it either dissolve or fall into place, but regardless, what is swooping in is a much denser, vast, unconditional, soul awakening, like drop kicking open. Love, vibrant energy. It's a beacon of light being turned on in you. Turn on your love light, baby. So, again, I don't want you to see your previous relationship, however short or long it was. I don't want you to see it as something that was a waste. It taught you a lot about yourself. This is something that I've been wanting to put on the social platform, but I didn't want to cause a war between friends and clients, colleagues, all those things. I didn't want to cause a war between it. When you're thinking of a partner, do you want a partner who is just like you and have that whole twinsies vibe? I'm not mocking you. Or do you want somebody who's totally different? What does compatibility feel like? Can you even put a definition on it? Does it not even matter? What are you looking for? What are your standards with this? So, that being said, let's see. What? Oh, yeah. Ooh, being pulled to ask your guides. What the hell do these people want to tell you? What is going on with the guides, you guys? I think I'm going to try and incorporate folks a little bit more than guys. I don't know. I haven't used that word in a hot minute. I like that word. Kind of reminds me of folk music because I guess it's the word folk. Shut up, don't judge me. I'm exhausted today. I did not sleep for crap last night. How many of you are just like sucking at sleeping? Go to bed and just not do it. So, new life. Divine mothering happening right now. And let's see. Balance. Okay, this is kind of making me think of the Justice card right now. You have paid off a karmic balance right now. So this is saying the relationship that you're stepping away from had a lot of boredom to it. Either that or it wasn't inspiring enough to you, or it wasn't giving you the life that you really wish that it had. It wasn't bringing you back to life. It wasn't igniting that certain little something in you, which is crazy because this is something you thought that, you know, oh my God, this is it. This is what, you know, it's just like me. This is the storyline for a lot of you, thinking that you want something or someone who is so much like you because at least they'll understand. That is beautiful and that works for some people, but for a lot of you who have endured that kind of connection, it gets really fucking boring really fast. And I'm really sorry to say, that's not what is allowing your soul to come alive. And again, we're not even going to factor in the independence, all right? This is considering that you are already fiercely independent as a person, not dealing with codependency issues, and that you are happy and whole in yourself. We got that. This is about compatibility in a partnership. You can have someone who is just like you, and that could be it. That can be your daily routine and everything like that. That really works for some people. But if you're watching this, chances are you're looking at a partnership. If it was just like you and you guys had the same exact thing going on, the whole twinsies thing, it probably was just not stimulating enough for you. So you have to surrender this relationship, this connection, in order to have a new life, a new lease, a new connection with something that sparks that light in you again. Stepping away from this is a karmic balance because it's a huge realization that sometimes what you think you want is not what you truly want. And it's actually incredible that you have that discovery. We don't live in the coulda, woulda, shouldas when we experience these things. And it, I think, is the biggest lesson of all, to exhaust every sense of duplicity. I'm really glad that you went through this because now at least you know what you don't want, what is not for you, and you don't have to wonder, long for, linger in this thought pattern. You can move on. So compromise, you have to surrender this and step into new. And again, this could be another partnership where they have similarities like you, or it can be a complete opposite of you, which, you know, sometimes opposites attract. It's all about what you guys bring out in each other in that sense, because oil and water don't mix. But you know what? If we add some seasoning to it, we make a pretty damn good salad dressing, don't we? So prepare for a new life. Surrender this relationship, this situation. The guys are telling you to get off your high horse. I tell you what. Oh, do I want the romance angels? I want... Oh, no. Okay, messages from the fairies oracle cards. Yeah. Affirmations. You've been seeing this come for a while. Walk through that door, baby. I'm telling you. To lift up your thoughts and energy, to attract what you desire, use positive affirmations. Not all is lost. You're not an idiot. You didn't fuck up so bad that you can't have what you truly want. Be yourself. Connect with nature. You've got some grounding work to do because aren't you stressed out? Aren't you feeling overwhelmed? You have to take better care of your body and you have to put out your boundaries. Let's see. Increase your personal healing power. You know what? Follow your joy with this. Follow the fucking bliss. Sorry about all the F words I'm saying tonight. I think it's because I'm so tired. So, spend time with flowers. And okay, no, this is really about getting outside and seeing the beauty in nature, seeing all the difference in nature. Connect with nature. Go let your feet hit the ground as long as it's not going to be in a dangerous environment. Be yourself. Authenticity really needs to shine through. How many times do we become a watered down version of ourselves for the acceptance of our loved ones around us, or our supposed loved ones around us, or the acceptance of somebody who we admire, who is wearing just as much of a false face mask potentially as you are? Even if it is completely different than what you are going for, show your authentic self, because that's going to be embraced. Because what is stepping in is going to be a partner or a situation who is completely different than you, but it adds so much flavor to this life. And it is all of your affirmations answered, or at least a lot of them. I know how it sounds. I know how vague that sounds, and I'm really not meaning for it to sound that way, but I'm getting that Paula Abdul song from the 80s, you know, opposites attract. Yeah, 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. You're not staying in the same place. You guys are coming together, and you want to embrace the quirks and just how vastly different you are. I want to see some more depth to this, Spirit. Come on, out with it. This is great, but I want more to it. Hi. You can come in. You can come in. You don't want to hang out? Where are you going? I love it. Oh, God. I love you. A physical touch. Ah, faith. Oh, I'm really loving this. Okay. Okay, so some of you are looking at reconciliation with somebody who this was at such odds with for such a long time. It was, oh my God, we can't make this work. We're too different. We're at 2 different ends of the spectrum. But this is saying that there is a lot of magnetic pull here. There's a lot of love with this one. And you know what? You need to have faith that this is going to work out. Learn to meet each other's needs for love. Just because you're different doesn't mean that you're not fluent in each other's love language, or that the needs of each other aren't going to be met. A huge thing with this, I really want you to consider is, again, with this whole thing, just how much of the board can be covered with all the differences that you carry, and how genuine, authentic, and in love you could be with this. Get to know each other in the time of your separation, which I think was a long extended separation for you. You guys have changed, but it didn't change how different you were. It's a balancing of each other. And all the karmic debts that you have paid off, all these karmic balances, I have no doubt in my mind that both parties were in their absolute personal hell during this separation if we're looking at reconciliation. And this is what came out. Might not work, but isn't it worth the effort? It could be really bad with how different things were, but isn't it worth the effort? You will never know unless you try. If you don't step up, if you don't answer your heart's calling, don't you fail already? So, genetic memory. You're breaking a lot of your genetic karma with this one. This is going against the grain of everything that you were taught. Personal protection. I think you've cut out a lot of the naysayers in this. A lot of people who are opposing this relationship, and again, this is granted that this relationship is not violent. You've been getting messages, and you've been getting, well, first off, you've been working on your grounding work right now. You've been working on staying grounded, centered, and I have a feeling that that has been extremely painful and extremely difficult with all this retrograde energy. I have a lot of notes from my clients that within a day of retrograde, even before it started, within a day of retrograde, people have been hearing from exes. It's knocking on the door. Are you going to answer? Some of them, you got to let them go right to voicemail. But you're balanced, you're mindful, you're present, and that is a lot of freaking hard work. The signs and synchronicities that you're getting about this partnership, it's not to be ignored. It's going to keep coming at you, and until you pay attention to it, it's going to come at you harder. But let it come back. Let it come back into being. Let this relationship be this new relationship that you are calling out to. I want you to pay attention to, see if you can look in between the lines of the hidden messages right now, because I think that'll offer a lot of answers to either the pay attention to the delivery of the messages. That's important. Any potential hidden meaning. If something's not clicking into place, I want you to turn over that stone and see what's underneath. There's a lot of information coming to the surface in this connection. I want you to be, okay, I want you to not have that guard up. Again, you're not Rapunzel. You don't need something to climb up to you in that tower. But have a boundary. See what this situation is unfolding before you fully envelop yourself in it. So, that being said, let's see. Archangel Raphael Healing Oracle cards. Divine Intervention. That's the basis of this. And let's see, there was recovery that stood out. Where is it? Where is recovery? I'm going to get you. I swear to God. Recovery. Did I already pass it? Oh, yeah. Okay. Listen to your intuitive feelings. Thanks, man. You know what? That's why they are getting the reading. Because the intuitive feelings are having them kind of feeling funky about it. A little bit more depth, please. Yes. Okay, tons of yes. Yay. Oh. Yes. Please help me trust my feelings as the accurate barometer of truth. Thank you for divine healing power and presence. Thank you for helping me be optimistic and taking the appropriate actions that support my health. This is all around recovery for you. Recovery of your body, your health, your stress levels are so important to keep mindfulness of right now. And recovery of these important loving connections, these either domestic partnerships or these romance connections that are coming back into play. There's also a strong pull of a career opportunity that's coming back your way that some of you are going to be jumping on that's really going to be fulfilling for you in the long run. With the romantic partnership, you guys got to do a lot of healing. You guys have both made a lot of mistakes in this relationship in the past. And it's really important that you guys, first off, put all your grievances out on the table and not look for a fight in this. It is going to be something where you're not picking a fight, but you're showing your cards that you are playing with. And when you're putting them out, you guys have to mutually agree that you are not going to punish each other for the past mistakes. You're not going to hurt each other in the upcoming arguments. This is not something you can hold against each other. You guys are at square one. You're putting everything out on the table, and then you're wiping the table clean, and you're starting off with a fresh slate. You can still have all the wisdom of every event that you guys went through, but you do not get to punish each other in the upcoming either arguments, disputes, or situations. It's square one, love and mutual respect, opening your heart and connecting and healing the heart with the mind in all of this. And also there is a strong sexual energy that's coming through with this one. I think that there is a lot of need between you guys, bodies calling out to each other, and I know how cheesy that sounds, but also you guys just plain and simple yearn for each other. So let's see, divine intervention. Get ready for a lot of mishaps to happen, or seeming mishaps to happen. This is going to strip away all of the barriers that are between you guys that are keeping you guys from each other. Again, this is for March 4th, 2020, but it's also timeless. Wherever you're pulled to in time, this could be something that you are going through. Keep your spiritual channel open. I want you to connect with Source, the divine power, the higher power, and, you know, whatever you want to call your higher power. I do not care. It does not matter to me. But when love comes knocking at your door, I really want you to answer. And again, I'm not telling you to go to an abusive situation. I'm not telling you to talk yourself into loving somebody who you weren't attracted to, or somebody that you couldn't stand. You know what I'm saying? So let's finish this reading off with some romance angel cards. Very soon this is going to happen. That's the basis of this. Attraction, very soon. Yep, okay. Love yourself first. You got to be about you first. They're not filling your cup. Your cup is already full. You can be completely full of yourself in this. You guys have been through this numerous times before, and this kind of reminds me of a situation. I'll keep their names private. This loving partnership, they have been through the ringer. And they have broken up, got back together, broken up, got back together. And it was always a bigger distance in between the times that they had broken up. So this final time that they had broken up, they were coming back together. And they are, from what I understand, coming back together. And the divine masculine goes to the feminine, and they said, I feel like I feel like I need to break a curse. I feel like you're a curse I need to break in myself. I can't not be with you. And they stayed in separation for a little while. They maintained different relationships, but they, from what I understand, they are coming back together. How crazy is that? It seems like you can't pry yourself away from what your heart is calling out to, and you don't want to. But it can these connections can feel like a curse if you're not doing the work. Does that make sense? But putting yourself on the pedestal, the magnetic pull, let go of the control issues. Don't try and make this something that it's not. Don't try and deny yourself your own happiness. You are going to be in your ideal situation, your happy situation very soon. And all this work that you are doing, all this pain and anguish that you have gone through, all this karmic balancing that you have been through is bringing this great love to your way. So I hope that this made sense. And if you need clarification, ask for it. If you want to book your own personal reading, ask for it, because your individual storyline is always going to be very detailed, in-depth, and intense. And time just flies with those. And if it resonated, awesome, let me know in the comments. If you want to find me on any social platform, definitely say hello. Let me know where you are in the world. I'm in upstate New York, Dutchess County. It is a beautiful spring winter night. It's really warm out and it's raining. Anyways, I'll talk to you all very soon. And until next time, stay safe, have fun, and I love you all very, very much. Bye for now.